here for Balanced Physical Therapy Human Performance Center to give you a quick overview of one of my favorite muscles that most people sort of don't really understand completely. Trapezius, or traps. Most people think that traps are those great big muscles that come down with these great big muscular guys, make them look like they have no neck, that kind of a thing. That's one part of trapezius. Trapezius is this awesome muscle that actually has three completely separate parts with three completely separate, distinct duties, if you will. In other words, actions of the muscle. So upper trapezius, for example, it bends your head to the right, turns your head to the left, if we're talking about my right trapezius. Middle trapezius, it pulls your shoulder blades together toward midline. Lower trapezius, it actually depresses your shoulder blades downward and toward midline. So for those of us that have trouble with upper back rounding, forward shoulders, rounded shoulders, forward head, etc., trapezius should be trained in all three of its requisite parts. The upper trapezius, however, generally needs to be stretched. Strengthening upper traps is a worthwhile endeavor for some people, but for those of us that have forward head postures, neck pain, protracted shoulders, etc., doing big heavy barbell or dumbbell shrugs is really not necessarily the best route to take. However, stretching out your pectoral muscles in the doorway or in a corner, great idea. Looking at middle and lower trapezius, very simple. I'm going to demonstrate a couple of very easy to do strength training exercises for middle and lower trapezius. I'm going to demonstrate with a dumbbell. However, you can also use bands, straps, cables, cords, a TRX trainer, a Smith machine, whatever you have available to you. You can do middle and lower trapezius strength training. Just remember, middle trapezius, because the fibers are parallel to the floor, pulls your shoulder blades inward, straight back toward your spine. Lower trapezius, because the fibers are angled downward from the inferior angle of the scapula, they help with scapular depression in a V-shaped like direction. So if we just take a 10-pound dumbbell, real simple, you do not need to train with great big heavy weights for these types of exercises. And you hold your arm down toward the floor, you externally rotate at the shoulder so that your thumb faces outward, and you lift straight up and out until your arm is parallel to the floor. This is a really simple exercise for middle trapezius. Now, as therapists, we refer to this motion as horizontal abduction. It's essentially just taking your arm away from your body along the fibers of the middle trapezius, or parallel to the muscle fiber. For lower trapezius, again, because those fibers angle downward and inward, essentially, if that first motion was on a 0 line, and this was my 90-degree line, for lower trapezius, you're going to split the difference, and you're going to come up on a 45-degree angle. And it's really important to remember not to use momentum, not to use fast, jerky motions, and not to try to lift a 60-pound dumbbell up in this kind of an orientation. It's just not really that important. These are not quadriceps muscles, these are not hip extensors, these are not great big gigantic muscles. Here's middle trapezius, right up to the side, lower trapezius on a 45. Again, very important muscle if you want to have really nice retracted and depressed shoulders and not that rounded sort of hunched upper back posture that so many people develop across their lifespan. So very quick, very simple. Horizontal abduction straight out to the side, and again up on a 45-degree angle for middle and lower trapezius. Have fun.